Hey Libra, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for all Libra placements. Keep in mind that this is a general reading and may not resonate entirely for everyone. If you want me to pick up on your energy in upcoming readings, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, you can find the information for that in the description box below. So I feel like there is a change coming into your life, Libra. I feel like there is going to be a lightening up of the mood, a lightening up of the energy. I'm not sure if this has to do with like your mood specifically, or if this just has to do with the energy around you. But it definitely feels like something's lightening up. It feels like there is, like if you felt like there was a dark cloud over your life, or if you felt depressed, or if you felt stuck or just upset or sad about something, I feel like that is leaving your life. Literally, I'm seeing like the air is lightening up around you. Like maybe you guys are being able to see through the fog, or there's something that was once confusing to you that is not confusing anymore. And then I was hearing like a very specific download about the fact that someone who hurt you has a receding hairline, or they're going to have a receding hairline. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know what that's about. That's what I was getting. Yeah, overall, I just get this vibe that you guys are about to experience a lighter side of life, but I am getting a couple different messages in here as well. I was hearing that you have been patient long enough with something, and now it's time for brute strength and power. So maybe you guys have been in this energy of waiting for something to happen, or you've been in this energy of holding out for something, being patient. Typically, Libra energy will do this. Libra likes to keep the balance. Libra likes to make sure things are fair and make sure that there is no conflict. But I'm hearing something about conflict resolution that you are going to enact. Okay, something about conflict resolution, and it's time for that now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys are putting up with something and you've been patient long enough. Like it's time to put your foot down, or it's time to say something. It's time to do something about something. I was also hearing, how much of myself do I put into this? So I don't know what this has to do with. I feel like it's going to be different for everyone. I was hearing that whatever you guys are thinking about right now, or whatever you are thinking about, how much of your energy to put into, there is a delicate balance at play, which of course is another theme that surrounds your sign. Maybe you guys are deciding how much time, energy, money to put into something. And I was also getting a reference to like an escape room, specifically like a laser maze, or like a laser room where all the lights or all the lasers are pointing everywhere, and you have to kind of walk through that. You have to maneuver yourself through that. So, and then going along with that message, I was also hearing this is chess, not checkers. So I feel like right now you guys are, I'm hearing something about using your mind. Maybe while someone here, yeah, I don't know. This is like a dual-ended message, because I'm hearing while someone might be using their physical strength, you're using your mind or something like that, or it could be reversed. It could be the other way around. But I'm hearing that you guys are making the right moves. You guys are maneuvering through something in a way that is kind of helping you win, or it's helping to put you on top. I'm not sure if you guys are in competition with someone, or if this is something that has to do with your safety, or if this is something that has to do with, I don't know, making moves, outrunning someone, outdoing someone. I don't know what this is, but it kind of feels like you guys are doing, you're making the right moves. And ultimately what I was hearing at the very end of just getting ready for this reading, maybe communication is something that's coming through, because I keep stuttering. Yeah, because I was hearing it's your turn to speak, it's your turn to act, and that's kind of where I got cut off. Then it got silent. So there's something here about it being your turn to speak, it being your turn to act. I don't know. There's something about waiting for your turn, and now it's your time. It's your turn. So seems a little vague, but we're going to go ahead and see what I can tap into for you guys. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, maybe you just had enough with something. Destruction, the observer. You've watched something for long enough. Maybe you guys have been observing something for quite some time and deciding what to do about it. Or you've been watching someone, or you've been studying something, and now you know what to do. Now you know what to say. I'm hearing some of you are at your wit's end. The revolutionary and withdraw. Some of you are at your wit's end with something. It's almost like you guys are deciding whether or not, yeah, it's like, do I act or do I do nothing? Do I act or do I do nothing? Okay. Let's see. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. We have death. Okay. We have connect to heart. Hope you guys can see these cards on here. They're very dark. Here we go. Death and connect to heart. There's something very strong about the underworld coming through, and I know I said that you're going to experience a lighter side to life, but I think the cards I picked are also kind of paradoxical, because I have like a dark shadow work oracle deck, and then I have like a lighter tarot deck for you guys. So maybe there's something about dark and light being intertwined. Opposites attract, or polarity, something about polarity. We have fate at the back as well. Wow. I'm hearing the next move is in your hands, but which of course that's always the case, but I'm also hearing like whatever move you make next is going to determine the outcome. So I don't know. Let me sit with this for a second. Tell me more about the Death. Some of you, like maybe just plain and simple, you're deciding how much, it's like, should I be nice or should I tell the truth? Yeah, look at this, speak truth. Maybe for some of you, there has to be a situation here or a scenario where you have to speak your truth, or you have to say something that maybe is not so nice, but maybe it's the truth. Maybe you're having a hard time with that. I know that used to be me, definitely, years ago, until I got over that. And now I always, I brought that up because that's something that I always ask people, like when they ask me how I feel about something, or what I should do, or if they want advice, I'm like, do you want the truth or do you want me to be nice? And I feel like maybe you guys are dealing with something like that too. Yeah, patience, share wisdom, soul work. You guys have been patient enough. I don't know, it feels like you guys have been sitting on something for quite some time, whether it's your knowledge about a particular subject, whether it is, again, like being in this energy of the observer, and now you're ready to step to the front. I'm hearing you're stepping to the podium. For some of you, I'm also hearing like you're coming from working behind the camera to going in front of the camera. So there's something about taking an active role in something. Hold on one second. For some of you, this could have to do with a court case. Regardless of what this is, I feel like it's your turn. I'm hearing the light is coming to you. The spotlight is on you, or it's your turn. Tell me about speak truth. Reflect. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys have done a lot of thinking. You've done a lot of thinking. You've done a lot of contemplating, and it's almost to the point where maybe you could be overthinking something. Versatility, the creator. Yeah, you're overthinking maybe your ability to do something, to say something, to take part in something. Tell me about fate. Share wisdom. Something that you guys are about to say. And I'm hearing with share wisdom and compassion, you guys, like there is a fine line between being honest and being, like, I'm hearing vulgar, okay? Between being honest and being vulgar, or being like too blunt, if that's even a thing for some people. But I'm hearing, what I'm getting here is that you guys are able to, you're going to be able to say something, you're going to be able to communicate something, or to articulate something with compassion, or you're going to be able to get your message across without like deliberately hurting someone. I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing that line from the Lion King, you deliberately disobeyed me. I don't know, maybe this has to do with, maybe this is like a parent-child dynamic, I don't know. Whatever this is, you guys, this is a situation where you're having a hard time like holding back your tongue, or you're having a hard time deciding how to articulate something. Yeah. Maybe you feel like someone's not going to understand you, or they're not going to understand your point of view, or you just don't want to come across as being too mean or too honest. But I feel like you guys need to, going back to what I was saying, it's time for brute strength and power. Like you guys should be able to get whatever message across this is without, you know, being over the top. And I feel like that takes practice, especially with Libra energy. The Weaver, love, yeah. I'm hearing lay it on thick, lay down the law. Maybe you guys, I don't know, maybe you have to have a very important conversation with someone. Shadow. I'm hearing, I hope I don't make a fool of myself. Maybe some of you guys are performing. The Pillar, nature, sacred sexuality. I don't know, you guys, it's like you're worried about coming across a certain way. I don't know what this is about. You're worried about not being seen authentically. You're worried about not, like, your message not being received properly. I feel like if this is you, you have to worry less about how you say something versus like what your intention is here. Two of Swords, Three of Cups. Maybe you have to what is this about? How do you present something? I'm seeing like someone round up a group of people. Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. How do I present something? I don't know. Yeah, maybe you guys work with a group of people, or this is like to your friends, or this is to your children. Maybe this is to someone that you work with, but it's ultimately like you guys are deciding how to do something, how to maneuver something, how to say something. Strength, Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands. Maybe you need to have, again, I'm hearing like a very important conversation with someone. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Moon. And the King of Wands. Maybe you're going to confront somebody. For some of you, you're going to confront somebody. King of Wands, about maybe some sort of actions that they've taken or actions that you've taken. Five of Wands, the Hermit. Yeah. I mean, it is giving me an observer's energy. Maybe you've been collecting data. Maybe some of you guys, I don't know, maybe someone here works for the CIA or the government, or you do something where you have to maybe work with in politics or in science, in some sort of science field, where you have to jot down data and then like come up with some sort of conclusion. But whatever this is, I feel like you guys have been studying something or someone, and you're about to present something. Again, for some of you, this could be like a court case. Maybe you have proof or you have evidence of something. Five of Wands, the Death. You know that whatever you say or do is going to cause, I'm hearing an abrupt ending, an abrupt change. Maybe a lot of chaos will ensue. I'm hearing that the energy is going to be lightening up around you once you release this energy from your field. So maybe once you say something, once you do something, then I'm hearing it's going to literally fall off of you. I'm hearing fall off the bone. Okay. Someone could be eating chicken or like some sort of meat, bone-in meat. Six of Swords. Ace of Swords. I'm hearing transgression. Something you say or do, or the knowledge that you have, will cause some sort of change. The Lovers. Maybe this is in a relationship dynamic, again, with your children, with a lover, with a friend. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. Maybe for some of you, I don't know, maybe for some of you, you're overthinking how to tell somebody that you want to be with them, or that you care about them, or that you're attracted to them. What is this about? Strength. And the Two of Swords. Whatever it is, you guys are afraid to say it. You're afraid to say it. You're afraid to do it. Four of Cups. Yeah, it's the same energy. It's like you're afraid of not being received well. Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Who is Libra trying to direct this energy towards? Could be a group of people again, or like one person. Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups. I just keep hearing presentation. For some of you, maybe this is a platform, like a public platform. Knight of Wands. For some of you, this is multiple people. I don't know. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I don't know, you guys, but it feels like whoever this energy is for, it's like you're afraid to speak from the heart. You're afraid to be honest. Because maybe you're more so worried about what someone is going to say or think, or how they're going to react to something. Who is this message intended for on like the other end of Libra? Like, who are they intending this for? Because I need to, let's see, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. Maybe it is, for some of you, it's a superior. Maybe this is someone that you respect very much. Two of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, King of Swords. What has Libra been patient with long enough? What have they been patient with long enough? The Page of Wands, Three of Swords. For some of you, this is a relationship with a child. Four of Wands, or a relationship with someone that like you live with or something like that, or the like a coworker relationship, someone that's close to you, someone that maybe you see quite often, someone that you really care about. Like, it really feels like you're worried about ruining a connection with someone. Page of Swords, King of Swords. Who's this Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Three of Swords? Maybe you're not on the best terms with someone. Five of Cups, yeah. Nine of Wands. This could be someone that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while. You're not on the best of terms with this person. This is interesting. I don't know. It kind of seems like for whoever this reading is for, this Libra placement wants to like make amends with another person, or they want to improve a dynamic with someone. But at the same time, it's like maybe you have to be honest about something, and you know that this person's not going to take it well. I don't know. Because it almost feels like one of these dynamics where you're just afraid to say the truth. You're afraid to be yourself. And I don't feel like that's an aligned dynamic for you. Anything else about this? It's like if you're so worried about what someone else is going to say or do or think, like, I don't know if that's healthy. Page of Swords, King of Swords, Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Page of, I'm hearing bust a move, make a move. Maybe this is about moving in a different direction, or this is, I don't know, you guys. This is very vague, very general. It's like something you want to say, something you want to do. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. The Sovereign. The revolutionary. I feel like you guys need to take control of a situation. Just going back to what I'm saying, like, you've been patient long enough. It's time to take control of something. The creator, sacred sexuality, ascension. Maybe for some of you, you're afraid of expressing some sort of sexual energy. I really don't know what this is about. But it's almost like you're afraid to step into some sort of power. 8 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Can you tell me more about this situation? The Lovers. You guys, it has to do with a dynamic here. Maybe asking for what you deserve in a dynamic, or asking for something that you want or need. For some of you, this is having like a very serious conversation, again, with someone that you really care about. 10 of Cups. Yeah, maybe taking it to the next level. Yeah, this is about taking something to the next level, making some sort of investment, maybe a proposal. Maybe I'm talking to a masculine Libra. 6 of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah. I don't know. For some of you guys, you're worried about a family dynamic, or you're worried about your future, or you're worried about a maybe a dynamic that you're not even in yet. Maybe you're worried about whether or not you're going to ever settle down with someone, or maybe you're worried about whether or not this person wants the same thing that you do. Like, what does this person want? What does the other person want? Or what is their role here? Judgment. The 4 of Cups. Interesting. There's something that is being hidden from you guys here. Like, I definitely feel that there is, it kind of reminds me of Virgo's reading, but it's a little bit different in the sense that, like, the similarities lie in the sense that it's almost like you are being forced to make your own decision here. It's like maybe you can't ask for help from someone else. Maybe you can't ask for advice from someone else. Maybe this is a situation where no one around you can really relate to it, and you have to make your own decision about it. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's almost like there is a truth that exists, but maybe you cannot see it entirely. Like, if this is whether or not you're wondering, like, if a person feels the same way you do, I feel like they do. But I feel like aside from that, you guys need to take initiative for something. What do they need to take initiative towards? The Hermit, the Hierophant, the 10 of Swords. Some sort of fear. Some sort of fear that you guys have. For some of you, this is like a fear surrounding commitment. Page of Pentacles, or I don't know, you guys. This is just a fear of like a serious conversation. Something serious that you're afraid to bring up. I don't know. This is a weird reading. I don't know if this is going to resonate with anyone. Let me know. Why is it Libra's turn to speak? I'm seeing Duck Duck Goose, Page of Cups. Oh, King of Cups. For some of you, maybe this has to do with a pregnancy announcement. You're afraid to tell someone that you're pregnant because you're afraid they're going to leave. What is the outcome here? Death. Damn. Temperance. I see. So maybe for some of you, you're afraid to do or say something because ultimately you know that it's going to end in change or death of something, like the end of something. Temperance, yeah. 6 of Cups. For some of you, this is a family dynamic, definitely. This is a partner. This is a child. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Maybe you're afraid of the ending. You're afraid of ultimately, like, putting the nail in the coffin. I'm getting both ends, though. I'm getting, like, you're afraid that something's going to end, but for some of you, it's like you're afraid whether or not someone wants the same thing that you do, but regardless, it's almost like it's going to take you through the same cycle, right? So if you bring up this conversation with this person, and maybe you realize that they don't want what you want, then that kind of frees your energy up for something else. For others of you, if you do have this conversation with this person and they do want the same thing that you want, it's going to lead to a transformation within the dynamic. So ultimately, there is a transformation happening, whether it's like personal to you or whether it's happening within a dynamic with someone else. Yeah, justice. And I feel like that is the justice. Like, the justice is like you need to, you cannot be afraid to say what you need to say. You cannot be afraid to speak your truth. Because if you don't speak your truth, you're ultimately going to always be in situations that are not aligned to you. Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands. I feel like you do have someone, you guys. Like, I don't know. It feels like you guys are really worried about a dynamic with a person that, for some of you, is working extremely hard to be in the same position that you are in, or they are working extremely hard behind your back, getting things done in order to give you what you want or to give you what you deserve, but you guys are still in this energy of fear or like not knowing what's going to happen. And I feel like that's being hidden from you for a reason. For others of you, this is a situation that is going to end. It really just depends on where you are and where this resonates for you, or which side of the reading you're on. But that's what I see happening. Like, you speaking your truth, you bringing something to someone's attention is either going to end a situation or make it stronger. Let me write something down. I'm hearing so it's going to be forever or it's going to go down in flames. Blank Page, Taylor Swift. Yeah, this is definitely what I'm getting. What advice can I give to... And maybe you guys have gotten comfortable with the liminal, like not knowing the truth about something or not speaking the truth about something, the Magician. The Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing like you guys might not even see something that's being curated behind the scenes for you. You might not realize like how hard like someone is working to do something for you. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups, King of Cups. It feels like you guys are worried about nothing for some of you, honestly. Like you're worried about nothing. That's like for like half of you in this reading. The other half, yes, you're worried because you know that once you bring something up, it's going to change the dynamic forever. What's something that Libra can look forward to? 6 of Wands. So, I mean, ultimately, it seems that you're going to be in a position here of having more confidence, more authority over your own life. Definitely. Whether you're by yourself or whether you're with someone else. I'm hearing graduate. I'm hearing graduate. I don't know, you guys. I feel like you're gonna take something off your chest. You're gonna take something off your back, off your shoulders, and it's really gonna make you feel light. It's gonna make you feel renewed. It's gonna make you feel like, okay, like I don't know. It's almost like this. If I could sum this up into like one sentence, it's almost like taking your shot, shooting your shot, and then that shot doesn't take, or maybe that person doesn't want what you want, but hey, at least you took your shot. 2 of Wands, Knight of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. For some of you here, you could be dealing with a little bit of an insecurity, like you're insecure about something that you have or that you don't have. Any last messages for Libra? The 8 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. It's the same energy. It's the same energy coming out in different ways. Like your next actions, the way that you say something, the way that you approach something, like you cannot be afraid to be yourself. You cannot be afraid to speak your mind, because ultimately for some of you, what you're doing is you're saving yourself from being stuck in a situation that is chaotic or combative or competitive or dramatic. Like maybe you've been keeping the peace for too long. It's going to open you up for something else. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's going to open you up for something else again, whether it's you stepping away on your own or whether you stepping into another dynamic. It's like you're ultimately going to get the truth here. But I feel like you guys have the truth. It's almost like you're just afraid to accept it. You're afraid to present it. You're afraid to speak on it. What's going to happen next with this situation? I don't know if I asked that already. The Devil. Ooh. The Devil and the 9 of Pentacles. This is so interesting to me because I'm getting that like the more that you step into your darkness, the more that you own your darkness, it's almost like the lighter your life will become, if that makes any sense. That's definitely been the truth in my life, for sure. Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, yes. The more that you're able to like just kind of own your shadow, not being afraid of what you feel or who you are, not being afraid to own your own energy, to take up space in a room. There's something about that coming through, like not being, yeah, the Sovereign, the Devil, the 9 of Pentacles. This is all talking about self-sufficiency. This is all talking about like power and control when it comes to the self. And I feel like you guys are learning a lesson when it comes to that. Two of Wands, the Sun. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The more that you integrate your darkness, the lighter your life will become, because you'll feel more confident in who you are. You'll feel more accomplished in who you are as a person, because you're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to ruffle feathers. You're not afraid to speak the truth. Like for some of you, this is not even like speaking your personal subjective truth. This is like speaking the truth, like an ultimate truth that you know to be true. And you guys are still afraid to do that. Yeah, 8 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I definitely see for some of you guys, like, again, like it's going to change a dynamic here. Something's going to change within a dynamic within like you and one other person, or you and a couple other people here. And it all has to do with you stepping into your power, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's almost like you stepping into your power is showing you the people in your life that should not be there, or it's showing you, yeah, that's really what I'm getting. You stepping into your power, you stepping into this energy is illuminating people that maybe, I mean, for some of you, it's self-imposed, for sure. It's like when you step into a dynamic and you're not living in your truth, it prevents the other person from living in their truth and vice versa. So there's something about you owning your truth that really illuminates another person's truth, and that illuminates the dynamic as a whole. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think I'm just going to leave this here. I really hope I was able to, yeah, because I'm hearing for some of you, like some people will not be able to handle this energy. They will not be able to handle this truth. Like you kind of just owning the truth, or you just being in your power, you being in your authentic expression. People will not be able to handle that, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know about them. But I'm going to leave this here. I really hope I was able to connect to whoever needed to hear this message, and I'll see you guys in one of my upcoming readings for you.